Welcome back. This video will be the first in a series of personal finance related videos. As you remember, you get an embedded personal finance credit in this course. Look, I know some of you have taken personal finance at the high school already. I'll be honest, I would still encourage you maybe to participate in this. Of all the lessons maybe that you participate in this course, these may be the most impactful in your life. Whether or not you need the personal finance credit, I would suggest that you participate. And I have just kind of a sentence written on the whiteboard here, and maybe I'll interpret it just a little bit, but it says your whole life, okay, it can go a lot of different ways right now. But I can promise you one thing, the life you live if you master personal finance now will be a lot different than the life you will live if you don't master personal finance. And I'm talking about from now until the end of your life. It's mastering personal finance will affect almost everything about your life. Okay, so we'll get started, and we're going to start with just kind of maybe an overview of why personal finance is so impactful. And I've got two of my children here. Teddy, say hi.
Hi.
Eliza, say hello.
Hello.
Okay, and they're going to help me answer a few questions here. And I want you to take a minute, Teddy and Eliza.
Yeah.
Okay, think about something that you really like to do, something that really makes you happy. Okay, and you at home can take a minute to think about something that really brings you satisfaction or joy, happiness, however you want to say it. I'll go first.
Okay, I'll go second.
Okay, that's fine. For me, my probably my favorite thing to do is to travel with my family and just experience new places, new foods, new cultures, etc. That's probably the thing that brings me the most satisfaction. Teddy, do you want to chime in?
One of my favorite things to do is play with model trains.
Play with model trains. Okay. Excellent. Eliza?
I like learning.
Eliza likes learning. Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay. I don't know what you thought of at home. I kind of made a list of some things that I thought might be appropriate here. One of them is eating ice cream.
Really?
Okay. Maybe some of you, I know my kids like to go to Dairy Queen
Of course.
and get ice cream, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. Another thing that maybe you like to do, does anybody like to go to the movies and see a movie?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'll write down movies.
I like never get to go to the movies because you're Mr. Krabs.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Everyone knows who Mr. Krabs is.
Yeah.
Okay. Do any of you like to watch TV in your living room?
Yeah,
Okay,
obviously.
okay. TV can bring some happiness. Eating at a new restaurant. Do you like to?
Yeah, the TV doesn't bring happiness.
You don't enjoy it?
Yeah, I like it. It doesn't bring me happiness.
It doesn't bring me happiness.
All right. Well, I didn't write it down.
Makes,
How about taking a walk around the neighborhood?
Happiness.
Happiness? Okay.
Depends, actually. Sometimes you force me, sometimes you don't.
Eliza, do you like to walk around the neighborhood or bike around the neighborhood? Okay. Yeah. How about just spending time with your family?
Happiness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eliza, you hate us.
That's not true.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, what do you like to do when you spend time with the family? Just hang out?
I like to go outside.
Go outside, okay. Throw the frisbee around.
Want to play frisbee
Okay.
later today?
I'll write that down. Frisbee
Yay.
in yard.
Why
Now,
are you asking us?
okay, kids. Here is what I want you to think about now. Look at the 5 options, and I have some more in the document that I'm going to share with you, but which of these are the most expensive?
Travel.
Travel.
Okay. Like travel, to take a family on vacation might cost anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000, maybe more, depending on how fancy you get and such.
Mm-hmm.
What's next? If you think travel's the most expensive, what do you think's next?
Movies,
Movies? Okay.
probably.
Well, it depends on the size of ice cream you
Yeah.
get. Some people get like.
Yeah, you could get like gold shavings and ice cream or something.
Okay.
That'd be horrible.
Just Dairy Queen for now.
Okay.
Okay, and then which do you think are the least expensive?
Frisbee and yard and
well,
walking.
probably walk because frisbee and yard you have to buy a frisbee.
Yeah, the walk and the frisbee and yard.
Okay. I am going to disagree with you.
Why?
Both of you. Okay. And I want you to think about this for a second. What had to happen in order for you to be able to take that walk? Okay. Your parents, over the course of a lifetime,
Oh.
had to work really hard and make some good decisions to buy you a house in a neighborhood that's safe and enjoyable so that you could walk out the front door and take a walk.
Oh.
Okay. What do you think of that, kids?
What are the frisbees?
How about just sitting around in the living room talking to your family? Well, your parents worked for a long time, and those of you at home, you think about you just sitting on the deck and having a barbecue. Well, your parents had to make a whole lot of good decisions to obtain a house with a deck so that you can just sit around on a Sunday afternoon and cook pork steaks and such.
And not just run over somebody with a shuriken.
Yeah, whereas ice cream, that's, even if you get like the super fancy Blizzard at Dairy Queen, what is that like? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like $5 or $6, isn't it? But I mean,
Well,
you can be
if you do
homeless
have a
living
bar.
in your car and still go to Dairy Queen once in a while and get some ice cream. Okay, that doesn't require a lifetime of work or a lifetime of good decisions. But just the life that you are living, okay, those you juniors and seniors in high school, the life that you're living is a product of the financial decisions your parents have made and the hard work that they've put into that. So be sure to thank them sometime maybe later today after you watch this video. Kids, I know you show your gratitude almost constantly, right?
I do.
I-
Eliza yells at you.
No, hey, listen.
It's
But
not
here's the point of this exercise. There is absolutely nothing in life that brings you happiness and satisfaction that doesn't require money.
Really?
Okay? Yeah. Just what, Teddy? If you can think of something, you can let me know.
Spending time with people
Yeah, but where?
anywhere.
In a grass field.
Yes, in a grass field.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. But everything. Okay. I am going to stick by my assertion that there is really nothing that you do.
But
Okay.
we prove you wrong.
I don't think you did.
Uh-huh.
Right.
A
Maybe
grass
you like
field.
participating in, on the tennis team or the cross country team or the academic team. That's not free. Okay, your parents buy you the shoes and the clothes and everything that make it possible for you to participate. Okay, here's the thing. Maybe you don't want to have fancy cars or your own Learjet. But even the small things in life do require a good deal of financial planning.
Duh.
That's great. Okay, so maybe when you walk around the neighborhood, you're not actually spending money as you go, okay? But your parents spent a lot of money to buy the house in that neighborhood. Okay, so I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to talk about what I sent you earlier this morning. I'm making this video on Monday, March 30th, and this morning I shared a document with you. And to get started, in winning the financial game of life, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start paying attention. Okay, we're going to pay attention to every financial transaction that you in which you are involved. And so I sent you a spreadsheet that you can. It's a budget spreadsheet. It's the same spreadsheet that I used for my family from 2009 through 2016. I use a different tool now. The tool that I'm going to send you, though, I promise you, is the most appropriate for somebody your age. And when I was using it, it was the most appropriate tool for me to use. So if you want to pause the video and get that and pull up that spreadsheet on your phone or on your computer or something, or just pull it up in a different tab on your web browser, this would be a good time to do that. Now, when you get to that, and I'm going to click to it right now so I can talk to you about it while we are doing it. Now, the first thing is don't start, I mean, you won't be able to start typing into the actual spreadsheet that I sent you. It's view only, but make a copy of it. I expect every one of you to make a copy of this. And the first thing you'll notice, you've got in the very first line under where it says budget spreadsheet, you've got a starting balance. Okay. Now, for some of us, the starting balance may be zero. If you have absolutely no money, no checking account, no cash in your drawer, nothing, you may want to type a 0 in there. But if you gotten some money, or you have a job and you have a checking account, maybe put what you want to do is add up everything you've got. Okay, the cash in your sock drawer, the change in your car cup holder, everything in all your accounts. Okay. So you've got that, and then add that up, and you can type it into the starting balance. I think I put $1,000 in the spreadsheet that I sent to you. Now, one thing I want you to notice is that starting balance cell that's shaded. Okay, just lightly, but it's shaded. Okay, you can type a new number into that cell. You only ever want to type into the shaded cells. Okay, like don't type in. See, the next line down says total income and then total expenses. You never type up in any of those.
Dad?
Yeah.
You're at 11 minutes here.
11 minutes.
12.
All right. I think we can finish this. I think we've got time. And then, so above where, you see how it's got the months of the year, like January, February, March, and stuff. The only cell above those months where you'll ever type is in that starting balance. Okay. So just go ahead, after, later today or something, you can figure out your starting balance. Okay. Then, we're almost at a new month here. April starts here in a couple of days. It'd be a good time to begin. If you want to go back a few months though and put in some of your income and expenses, that's fine too. Now, notice also, I want you to, you can see it from where you are right now. The green bar that says income, and then it's got like wages, interest, dividend, gifts, dividends, gifts, allowance. However you accumulate money, there's like 4 categories there that say other. You can change those. If you've got some other source of income, maybe you sell hot dogs or something,
Really?
you can put that in there, just change the other to
You got 2
hot dog
minutes.
sales. Thank you, Teddy. Okay. And then you can type type into the cells that are horizontal from those, okay, like wages, it's got its own row. You can type into any of those cells. The cells that you don't want to type in is at the bottom of that little grid where it says total income. As you type into the shaded cells, the total income, that line has formulas in it, which will add up your total income then for the month, and it will, and you can play around with this and such. If you mess yours up really badly and you want me to send you a clean copy, I can. This might be a good tool, honestly. And I will talk about this spreadsheet in the next video too, but if maybe your parents or your loved ones or something don't have a budgeting tool, the very first thing to do if we are going to master personal finances, we have to start paying attention. Okay, that 75 cents that you spent on a granola bar, okay, that's not free, and that's not something we're just going to spend on frivolously. If you need a granola bar to stay alive, by all means buy a granola bar, but we're going to have to enter it into the spreadsheet, okay, when we do that, okay. And the other thing is, and this will be the last thing that I talk about in this video, if you currently don't ever receive money and don't ever spend money, it's probably time for that to change. Whether it's getting a job or finding some way to accumulate money. Okay, whether mowing a yard. I mean, look, if you really can't think of any other way to accumulate money, I have like a ton of stuff I'll pay you to do.
10
Okay.
seconds.
So keep that in mind. You can reach out if you would like to pull weeds or something.
30 seconds.
We
I
are.
can't.
Teddy thinks there's some sort of arbitrary 15-minute cutoff for YouTube. There's not, but
There is.
no, okay. We're gonna push the
You gotta
envelope here. But anyway, what I'd like you to do between maybe now and tomorrow is to start filling in that spreadsheet as much as you can. Okay, and make it, maybe change some of the categories. You can scroll down and see there's a whole bunch of different categories, and there's a whole bunch of different spaces for other, where you can make this spreadsheet fill, fit your own life. Let's see. I think that'll pretty much do it. I'm going to share a document with you that kind of summarizes what I said here as well. You can read back over it if you'd like. Goodbye for now, and thanks for watching.